and welcome. This is the very first episode of the Generator Pine Bluff podcast. And I am your host for today, Andrea Klein-Monk, and I am joined here with the Executive Director of the Generator, Miss Donna Riles. Donna, could you tell us a little bit more about yourself? Like, what's your journey? What was your journey to get here to be the director? Just tell us a little bit about you.
Well, that story is too long. Well, long and windy, but I'll give you the abbreviated version.
Tell us.
So, I'm born and raised here in Pine Bluff. I've been here my entire life, educated here in public schools and at the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff. I got married a long time ago. I've been married 40 years.
Wow.
I have 2 sons. And both sides of my family are here in Pine Bluff. So my work background is pretty varied. I think I probably worked for most of the major employers in Pine Bluff. From paper mill to JRMC. I worked at the university several times. I worked at CR.
Tell us about some of your titles. Like, what were your roles that you held?
Well, I started my journey at Kenny Shoes on Main Street, right down on the other side of the railroad track, and that was in high school. So I sold shoes. Got to know a lot of people in Pine Bluff because everybody needs a new pair of shoes.
Right.
And from there, I just had odd jobs. I've even worked at the grocery store as a checker. But I went from my professional jobs to Employment Security Division. Like I said, I worked at the International Paper Mill, which has another name now. And some of the jobs I've had is Enrollment and Management Coordinator for CR College. I've been the Director for Recruitment at UAPB twice. I've worked with STEM program at UAPB. And all of that kind of led me to Main Street UAPB Incubator. I was there right before I came to work with Go Forward Pine Bluff as project director. And from there to here.
Okay, well listen, you guys, the Generator is definitely in good hands with Ms. Donna because she has been everywhere and she has done everything. So I want you to tell us a little bit about what your vision is for the Generator Pine Bluff.
So the vision is to be most useful for what our citizens need in Pine Bluff in terms of engaging youth and creating a vehicle for people who want to go into business, entrepreneurship, to learn what it is to be a business owner, to get practical, not just advice, but practical classes that teach you how to run a business, right? And then those people who just know they want to be an entrepreneur, but not sure exactly what business would be best, what fits Pine Bluff, we want to help them formalize ideas and come up with a plan and maybe even tinker with the makerspace and come up with prototypes. So we want to be most useful for what the citizens need, even as a place for meeting. You have groups and organizations who may need a spot, such as Ivy Center for Education. They occasionally meet here and other places in town. So we're happy to host them. We've hosted many other people and organizations here. As long as it benefits the community and we have the time on our schedule, we're happy to have people here. After all, it's their generator.
Awesome, guys. The Generator is an amazing space and it's free of charge. So like she said, if they have the space on their calendar, you guys can come in, take a tour, meet with the staff here, and get your vision brought to life. Is there anything else you want to share? What can people expect from this podcast from the Generator?
Well, we have lots of things that you can expect for the podcast, so stay tuned, keep watching.
Subscribe,
and share it with other people. One of the things we're going to continue to talk about is entrepreneurship in all of its many facets. We're going to talk about youth programming. We had 2 youth camps this past summer. One was in entrepreneurship, the other one was technology, robotics and technology, excuse me. We're going to engage our youth, and hopefully we'll have an adult edition for East Initiative. We're starting that up, so we're in the incubation stages, but we want to interest everyone in that as well. And that is an educational acceleration through science and technology. We have the makerspace, which we are learning as we go. You all come in and learn with us, right? We have someone who comes in once a week to not only help us upgrade the machinery that we have, but are teaching us. And we'd love for you to come and learn as we do. We also have one of our premier programs that we'll offer is the Digital Navigator. And so we'd love for you to join that. You can do it remotely, or you can come in here and Mr. Marcus will sit with you and help you. We want to, close up the digital divide in rural communities in our partnership with LISC in terms of the Digital Navigator. So if you think you need some help with your digital skills, with your computer skills, come in. We can offer you a computer while you're here to learn with, and we have someone here to teach you, not in addition to the online learning that you can engage in.
Wonderful. If you guys are not taking full advantage of all of the great things that the Generator has to offer, I'm going to strongly encourage you to make your way down to Main Street and come in and see what they have going on at the Generator.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ms. Donna.
You're welcome.
We're going to grab Mr. Marcus so he can tell us a little bit more about the Digital Navigator program.
Perfect.
Okay, and we are back with Mr. Marcus Lynn Francis Davis, the Digital Navigator Facilitator. And he's going to tell us a little bit more about himself and how he came to be the Digital Navigator of the Generator.
Okay, I started here at the Generator in a program called Generation USA. And as a part of Generation USA, they have a program that teaches you IT support specialists and IT professional skills through Google, as well as Generation USA. So within that program in Generation USA, we completed the Google IT Support Professional Certificate here at the Generator, which was about 120 hours or more of training for about 3 or 4 weeks, and we received certificates for Google IT Support Professional as well as Generation USA IT Support Professional.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about that. Google IT Support, what does that mean exactly?
You assist those people in the community that may need some help with creating a password or cybersecurity, as far as having security for your computers. Mostly IT support is assistance to those people in the community who don't have computer skills, as well as assistance to the Generator itself with any IT support that's needed through Wi-Fi, as well as computer assistance.
Right, so that's a perfect segue into the Digital Navigator program, because that's basically what it's all about. Getting people who are not too familiar with navigating the digital waters to get them more comfortable, right?
Correct.
Could you tell us a little bit more about it?
Okay, as digital navigators, we are trained and trusted professionals here in the community of Pine Bluff. Here at the Generator, we assist those community members that have basic computer skills or actually lack computer skills, which is called digital exclusion. We're here at the Generator with digital inclusion. We're trying to give you access to connectivity, equipment, as well as individuals to assist you within this community on a platform called North Star Digital Literacy Platform, which we utilize through Literacy Minnesota.
Awesome. Listen, so if you need help using your computer to pay your bills, to interact with your loved ones online, or to get a better job because you're ready to do more digital work in your profession, Digital Navigator program is the place to be, because you can get a certificate. Tell us about the certification process.
Okay, we have a certification process in 3 different areas. Those 3 different areas are called essential computer skills, basic computer skills, as well as we have the Google suite of skills that you can learn, such as Microsoft Word, Excel, as well as also Google Docs. So we have like 17 modules that we utilize within the Digital Navigator program. And within those modules, you can learn whatever computer skills that you desire within our modules. We also have those modules in Spanish, as well as we have upgraded modules. Our one module, phone and keyboarding, is the newest module that we have right now. And within that module, it's an assessment that teaches you about phones and keyboarding, but it's also an assessment that tells you where you are in your computer skills.
Amazing. So guys, like I said, make your way on down to the Generator. We have some awesome programs going on here for the community, and we don't want you to miss out. Do you want to talk to them about the event that you went to in DC? Was it DC?
Okay, I attended an event, well actually I would call it a National Summer Teacher Institute, where we learned about copyrights, trademarks, and patents. At this conference, we all engaged with the United States Patent and Trademark Office, where they introduced us to an invention challenge. Within the invention challenge, each teacher, or as well as each professional in the area of science and technology, each of us learned a lot about copyrights, patents, and trademarks, whereas we all were given a challenge to create an invention, try to find out if there were prior art for this invention, as well as put that invention to the public to where we could, not to the public, put that invention to the United States Patent and Trademark Office to see if that invention is feasible.
How is that going to help the community? Can people come in and you can assist them with putting their projects into this database to see if it's feasible to get a patent or trademarked or copywritten?
Exactly. The United States Patent and Trademark Office gave us a lot of resources to assist those in the community who may have an invention or intellectual property that they may want to patent, copyright, or receive a trademark for. So within the Patent and Trademark Office, they gave us a lot of resources that we can assist those people in the community that may need that type of assistance as an entrepreneur. And as entrepreneurs, small businesses, we all need some sort of patenting, trademark, branding.
Absolutely. So I'm going to say to stay tuned for that program. Be sure that you are subscribed to the podcast. Also make sure that you are following us on the social media channels so you'll be the first to know when this program starts. Mr. Marcus, is there anything else that you have for us today?
Okay, I have my Bachelor of Science in Physics from University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. I've competed as far as men's senior baseball league. I'm also an avid senior baseball player at this time. And also I've completed CompTIA IT F+ fundamental certification here at the Generator, which allows me to give you IT support, and you have a trained individual to assist you with your digital navigation.
Listen, I learned something because I did not know that he had a degree in physics. Do you hear me? You guys get on down here. All of these resources that we have in this building for you all, make your way down. Be sure to ask for Mr. Marcus. Our executive director, Ms. Donna, can help you. And we have a few more members of the staff that we're going to be hearing from in just a moment. All right, we are back with Owen Mauser here at the Generator. Owen's title is grant writer, but he does so much more for this community. So I'm going to let him tell you a little bit about what he does here at the Generator.
So, like Andrea said, my name's Owen Mauser. I've been working here at the Generator for about 4 years now, maybe coming up on 5.
Wow.
Maybe I'm underestimating how old I am now. But I first started here with Generator Pine Bluff as a grant writer. It was during the pandemic, and Dr. Watley was looking for someone who could come in-house to pursue, different funding opportunities, kind of assist him with maintaining relationships with funders and things like that, attending all the various conferences, that we have to attend as prerequisites for applying and pursuing funding opportunities. And that of course includes, all the reporting requirements. A lot of organizations, think that when you get the grant is when, the the project's finished, but that's definitely not it. That's just the beginning. And there's a lot of reporting requirements and things like that that come back. And of course, funders want to hear about what's going on in the community.
Absolutely.
So you go back to them with presentations and try to share the story of the things we've done here in the community. Both to pursue more funding opportunities, but also to try to combat the narrative that there's only negative things going on in Pine Bluff.
100%, yes.
And then the other part of my work is mostly related to housing. So I'm our coordinator here for our ALICE program, ALICE Housing Program. ALICE is an acronym that stands for Asset Limited, Income Constrained, Yet Employed. It basically refers to working class people who have jobs and are fully employed, but are unable to keep up with the rising cost of living. The program is set up to be a vehicle by which it can be easier for people in those situations to overcome the hurdles they need to get into housing. So those hurdles could include a credit score. It could include a lack of financial planning. They may need assistance with getting their debts in order. And so we work with our partners at Simmons and Liberty Utilities and Reliance to help those people try to get past those hurdles in ways that they might not be able to on their own.
Awesome. So could you tell us, like, what is your role? Like, if somebody walked into the Generator and asked about the ALICE program, what help could they receive here at the Generator on site?
So right now, our fund is on lower because it works on a revolving fund. So once we've made the certain amount of loans, we have to wait for that to revolve back around.
Gotcha.
Into the fund. So right now, the number one thing that we offer people is in terms of support. We try to be there for the people that we've helped get into these homes, because we don't want it to just be a temporary thing. We want them to be able to stay there. So providing support in terms of answering questions, helping them get in contact with service people that they may need. There's a lot that goes into being a homeowner that sometimes even that surprises me, even though I was fortunate to grow up in a family that owned our home. And so it's a lot of new things for people who haven't had
first-time home buyers.
Right, for first-time home buyers, and which many of our clients are. So it's always a humbling reminder of how much you just don't know until you get into a situation. So that's the primary thing we offer right now through the ALICE program. But when we do have funds available, I'm the primary point of contact for people to get enrolled in the program, and I help people get connected with our partners at Simmons and Reliance to then pursue the actual mortgage process.
So although we don't have the funds right now, is there a wait list or something that people can get on?
So there is. We do maintain a wait list, and of course, we're not going to just sit around and wait for the funds to revolve. Hopefully, we're exploring opportunities for maybe bringing in some other funding that wasn't originally part of the program. So it's kind of a wait and see operation. We do what we can when we've got the resources, and until then, we're going to focus on providing support and making sure that the people that we've helped get into these homes are able to stay in them to the best of our ability.
Absolutely, because that is so needed. Before we get into the makerspace, though, I want to know a little bit more about you. So tell us about your background, where you went to school. Just let us know a little bit about Owen.
Yeah, so born and raised here in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. I went to St. Joseph Catholic School for most of school, and then I ended up graduating from Watson Chapel, class of 2013. After that, I went to Hendrix College in Conway, Arkansas, where I got my bachelor's in Bachelor of Arts in Business and Economics. After that, I went out to California for a while and attended the University of California, Irvine, where I got a Master's of Science in Finance, and which is very, very, very math heavy kind of business program. And so after that was when I returned home, and I was here during the pandemic looking for finance related jobs when Dr. Watley reached out to me about working at Go Forward, and the rest is kind of history.
Yeah, and he is such a great addition to the Generator, guys. Listen, if you have not realized how qualified the people here are to help you in your innovative journey, whether there be entrepreneurship, wanting to own a home, the maker space, which we're about to get into, I don't know what else we can do. Come on down to the Generator. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast and also follow us on our social media channels. Okay, so Owen, tell us what you know about the maker space.
So we're very fortunate to have some really wonderful equipment here at the Generator. We have two 3D printers, full size. We have one that's not quite full size. It's a smaller 3D printer. We have a CNC laser or a CNC router. We also have a laser engraver that can do both wood and metal. We also have a large printer known as a plotter, which can be used in terms of making large promotional materials, marketing materials. Also could be used for artistic purposes as well. We're very blessed to have that equipment. There are not a ton of places in Southeast Arkansas where you can go and have access to that equipment.
Yes.
And we're currently in the process of getting all of our equipment up to date and ensuring that the entire staff is trained on that equipment. And we're looking forward to hopefully being able to offer classes here, possibly before the end of the year, maybe not until the beginning of this next year, to offer some classes to help people learn the basics of 3D printing, laser engraving, printing on the plotter, and the CNC router, because those are really, really vital skills that can help people pursue either their own business or maybe a side job or something like that.
And increase their revenue.
Absolutely, and of course it's also a great tool for business owners or inventors who are looking to prototype new projects, or really just simply being a creative outlet. One of the things that I find the most interesting about the makerspace equipment is that, and we talk about this with the people who come to train us a lot, but if you put 50 people in front of one of those machines, they're going to come up with 50 different ideas of what they want to do with it. So that once people learn how to use it, it can be a really good vehicle for bringing people's best out in terms of their creativity, their talent, their ability to work with their hands. I know that's a really that's long been an important talent to people in our community. The ability to work with your hands, and it sort of incorporates DIY elements that I think is also something really important in this. People here want to do it themselves. We value our independence a lot. Sometimes a little too much, but we value our independence. We like to be able to make things ourselves, and these tools can be, one of the best expressions of that.
Absolutely. And the creativity, I think, that they provide, the opportunities are endless. You can do so many things on these machines in our makerspace. So once the classes start, again, make sure that you follow us so you'll be the first to know. But once the classes start, you should at least attend one of them to see what the makerspace can do to add to your life and to your business and to spark your creativity. Owen, thank you so much for joining us today here on the podcast, and we'll be right back. Okay, we are back, and we are joined here by Miss Grace Swagger. She is the office support, and she is pretty much the foundation of everything that goes on, because she's the first one you see when you enter the building. So, Grace, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, hello everyone. I'm Grace, as just stated. And right now I am just a college student at CR. I'm trying to become a dental hygienist. And as stated, I just kind of help around the generator and help with all the little programs and stuff that goes on.
Awesome. Listen, she's being very modest, but we're going to get into that later. So, Grace joined us here at the Generator through AmeriCorps. You want to tell us a little bit about that program?
Yes, the AmeriCorps program. And so basically what I did, I came here for the year and I was a program coordinator. And so basically AmeriCorps' main mission is to come to a rural area and help with technology and try to infuse more technology in the area so people can, get better jobs and be able to get better income and basically support themselves.
Awesome. And you were helping out at the schools too, right? Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, so I was at Southwood and I did also a program, AR Kids Read. And what I did there was I helped second graders basically better their reading skills.
Amazing. Okay, so also Grace is currently a student at CR.
Yes.
And you recently put on a fashion show for the Career Closet.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, so I had to do an end of the year project when I was in AmeriCorps Vista, and so the project I really wanted to do was something that I love to do, and that's fashion as well. So I was like, how can I incorporate this into a long-lasting program? And I got in touch with one of the women who's over at the Career Closet, and Miss Camille. She's really great, and so we kind of just collabed together to raise awareness about the Career Closet and really tell everyone that they need the clothing and to support them, donate, and just shed some light on them, because I didn't even know CR even had a Career Closet, and so I just thought it was kind of ironic that we met each other at that time. So I think it was just fate, honestly.
That's amazing. Tell us a little bit more about your other passions, because Grace and I talked, so let everybody know.
Okay, so I am really into the arts and mainly specifically fashion, and one of my aspirations is to be a creative director. I love to oversee different photo shoots and be able to be creative and put it together, whether it's picking out the clothes or coming up with the concept. I've always loved to do things like that even when I was a little child. So that's my main goal. But of course, dentistry is something that I would love to do just to be able to have a stable income, but it's not my main goal.
Awesome. Well, listen, what was one of your favorite programs here at the Generator that you've been able to be a part of?
I would have to say it was when Miss Laura came. I really did enjoy that. It was a STEM day, and so she came and had all these little robots and stuff. I thought it was really cool and exciting to see how they all work, and Miss Laura is so full of life. I feel like that one was probably my favorite because of the people and how energetic and fun it was.
Awesome, guys. This is the Generator, the innovative hub in Pine Bluff, Arkansas for Southeast Arkansas. So, thank you, Grace, for joining us here today. I thank everybody who came and sat down at this table with me, and I know that you guys are going to make your way down to the Generator very, very soon. Like I said, my name is Andrea Klein Monk, and I am your host for today. But next time, we'll be joined with our host, Mr. John Riles, the director of the Generator, with a very special guest. So, stay tuned, subscribe, like, follow, and share. See you next time on the Generator Pine Bluff.